Welcome to Creative Cooking. Today we're going to make mozzarella sticks with a marinara sauce for dipping. And what I'm using here is what's called string cheese, but it's actually mozzarella, and it's prepackaged in these individual wrappers. But the reason why I like using them is because they're the right shape. All you have to do is cut them in half to about that size and go ahead and dust them with some flour. We're going to bread these. We're going to bread them using a 3-station system. You know what that is, right? Flour in one bowl, egg in another, and in my case, seasoned breadcrumbs. These are Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. So first you dust them with the flour so that the egg has something to stick to. And then you go ahead and, you coat them in the breadcrumbs. But you don't do it just once, you do it twice. That's because you have to make sure that you have enough of that coating to prevent the cheese from leaking out. And of course, they're going to taste better too, right? So you'll just want to do that and repeat that with the remaining pieces. It'll take you a little while, but it's worth the time. It really is. Once that's done, arrange them in a tray or a plate and put them in the freezer. Now that's right, we're not baking them, we're putting them in the freezer because we want them to get cold enough that when we fry them, the outside gets crispy and the inside doesn't get too gooey. We just don't want them too gooey, right? So while those are in the freezer, we'll go ahead and make our marinara sauce. And this is a basic tomato sauce with olive oil and a little bit of onion, like half a small onion, to 1 cup of sauce. You just go ahead and saute those onions until they're nice and soft, getting a little translucent, and then go ahead and pour in your tomato sauce. And this is just 1 cup of ordinary plain old tomato sauce. To that, we'll add some tomato paste. That gives us a little more flavor, a little more tanginess, and we'll add some Italian herbs, or otherwise known as Italian seasoning, some sugar, and although this is optional, I like to throw in a little bit of red pepper flake. It gives it just a little bit of heat. Then later on, we can adjust with salt and pepper to taste. Once that's all mixed, all you have to do is put a cover on it and simmer that very slowly, maybe stirring it 3 or 4 times for about 20 minutes. And that's it. And it'll come out looking something like that. And then just let it cool. And now it's time to fry. And what you want is just regular vegetable oil. You want to heat that to about 350 degrees. And then don't try to be a hero with this. Just use a skimmer or something like that and gently place them in the frying oil. And you'll want to fry these until they just start to turn golden, or a little bit more than that. Just don't overcook them. But what's most important is that you maintain that temperature at around 350 degrees. That's a standard temperature for frying oil, at least the last time I checked. And then when you drain them on one of these cooling racks that you use for cookies. Don't try to do it on paper towels, because if you do, they're more prone to becoming soggy. And the last thing you want is a soggy mozzarella stick. So go ahead and fry them all up. And this won't take long. You'd be surprised. I mean, these will fry up in a matter of just a couple of minutes. Do not walk away from the stove. Keep an eye on them. And when they hit that right color, just pull them out. And when everything's done, oh boy, all you gotta do is serve them up with that marinara sauce. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you join us each week for more great videos made for people who like to cook. Until then, bon appetit.